They're too long. I think it's good to put these types of things on the internet because... Hello, welcome to the video. I'm in my dining room today because there's a couple of projects that I want to get started on in here to just make this space look and feel a little bit nicer, a little bit cuter, and a little bit more cozy. So I'm going to walk you through my ideas, my plans, and then we'll get started on some of this stuff. So the first thing, I want to make a set of shelves to go on this wall. I haven't done anything in here to decorate this area besides put this little table here. So the walls have just been bare for too long and I'm ready to do something about that. So I'm gonna put the shelves. So I need to measure for those right now. This is a small thing, but I wanna make something else to go in this frame. I've had this Christmas cookie print out since December. It is now March. So I want something different in here. Hi. My audio was cutting out really bad during this next part, but I was just saying that I ordered some fabric to make curtains for this cabinet. I'm going to hang them on the inside to just kind of help conceal all the stuff that we store in there, and that I will be making those in this video as well. So those are the plans. I don't know how much of it I'll get done in this one video, but I will carry it over into the next one if I don't finish everything. But the first thing I need to do is measure for the shelves. So let's do that. That is 49 inches. The thing that I need to decide on is if I'm going to do two that are the same width or do like a staggered situation where the bottom one's longer and then the one on top is like half the length of it maybe. So to help me decide, I'm going to take a picture with my iPad and then draw out what it would look like with both options. This is option one where they're both the same length. I like it, looks fine. And then here's one where the top one is a little bit shorter, so they're more staggered. Typically I would like one where they're not exactly the same, but I kind of think I like them being the same. I thought for sure I would like the staggered look better. What do you like better? What would you do? I'm gonna have to think about it, but you'll find out which one I decide on pretty soon. All right, so I had Lauren help me cut boards on the table saw. And I'm going to stain them now. We bought these corbels at Goodwill. There's 4 of them. That's what inspired the shelf making. So I'm going to stain these and I'm going to stain these and then we'll figure out how to hang them up later. Now that I'm getting these opened up, I'm seeing that where this band, the label has been, it's all discolored. It's like a reverse sun bleaching situation. I'm not sure why that happened, but I'm afraid that the stain is not going to take evenly. I guess if it doesn't, I'll just have to paint them. We'll see. I think it might be okay. Might want to touch up, might need to do little touch-ups, couple little touch-ups, but these are looking pretty good. I'm going to let them just dry and air out for a day or two before we hang them up, but I think they're gonna look cute. I am up extra early this morning because we are going to Bend for the day. We need to be there by 8:30, which means we need to leave here by 7:45. So I just wanted to make sure I had time to drink my coffee and get Journey outside for at least 30 minutes before we leave for the whole day. Lauren needs to get something fixed on his truck, and I have a doctor's appointment in the afternoon, so we're just gonna hang out, kill some time in between, go have a nice breakfast. But I will show you the state of the dining room this morning. We didn't get the second shelf hung up last night. We started too late in the afternoon and it was taking a lot longer than I anticipated, which is typical. But hopefully we can finish it up tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna feel like doing it tonight when we get home from Bend, but hopefully tomorrow night we will finish it up. But so far I like the one shelf that we got up. I think it looks really cute. I think it's gonna look really nice when it's done. You can come up. It is so windy out here this morning and cold, but it's kind of nice. I should get up early more often, but man, it's windy.
Hey. Hi, is it so early?
I got one of these collapsible silicone coffee cups. Seemed like a good idea for like going on walks and stuff, but does absolutely nothing to keep your coffee warm. So this is cold already. All right, so the shelf project is still on hold until maybe later this evening. But the fabric for the curtains was delivered, so I thought maybe I could get started on those. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. That's cute. I think that'll be cute. I maybe wanted to like a more of an off-white. Is this too bright? No, that'll be cute, I think. Yeah, that's pretty. I have to measure and cut this out, and then it's just a few simple seams, I think, to finish off the curtains. So I don't know if we'll finish the curtains today, but we can definitely get them started. And since I'm opening packages, I do have this one from Michaels as well that has some stuff in it that I need for hanging the curtains up. Plus some other fun stuff. What's that? Just a random foliage in there. Okay, so, oh dear, nails? Were those in here? Oh, the box, yeah, okay. There's just like random nails loose in here. They just fell out of the box. So I got a few sets of these like picture hanger hooks. Hopefully that works for what I'm doing. And then a little roll of wire. So the idea is you nail the hooks like here on each side, right? On the inside of the door down here, hook there, and then you just string a little piece of wire, wrap it around the hooks, And then you string the wire through the pocket on the curtain. It'll make more sense when we get there. I got some stuff for an upcoming project that I want to work on. I've got a couple pieces of clothing that I want to dye, so I bought a couple colors of dye. I've got this like yellowy goldenrod and a chocolate brown. So you have to keep an eye out for that in the near future. And then just a couple skeins of yarn that I thought were pretty. I love this one. I think maybe I'm gonna try to make a hat and just mess around. This one is also very pretty. It's got like kind of a grayish green and a light pink. Maybe there's like a little bit of like tan. That one's pretty. That one's really pretty too. Fun. I finished a project. I was working on like a knitted earwormer thing a couple videos back, and I finished it. I'll show it to you. Hold on. I did a really bad job. This is my very first project, and I messed up all kinds of things on it, but I just wanted to see it through. It's too big. Yeah, it's a little too big, but you know, looks kind of funny on me too. But I'm learning, and I did learn a lot through doing this. So I don't know, I might unravel it and start over. I'll try another project. No biggie. I'm still having fun with the knitting, and then I will practice on these too. That'll be fun. So that's about it in that box. Did I get all the nails? I gotta make sure I got all the nails out of here. All right. Let's go ahead and get this cut to size. See how we feel after that. My brain is struggling today with the time change, and I'm just feeling a little out of sorts, so bear with me today, okay? Thanks. I have the length. I need to cut each of these pieces in half down the center, because that's how you cut something in half, is down the center, in case you didn't know that. All right, so I got my 4 pieces cut out, and now I need to set up my machine with white thread, make sure I have the right needle, stuff like that. So I will be back once I'm all ready to go. The first thing that we're going to sew is the long edge of each panel. I just pinned the first couple inches. I don't think I'm going to pin the whole way. Once I get it going, then I can just fold it under as I go. So let's do it. It's not the straightest hem, but I think it'll be okay. You're not going to see it. That seems to be my motto when I'm sewing. It's fine because you're not going to see it. It's fine. But yeah, so I got one edge. I am going to do the other side just the same way, and then we'll work on the top and bottom. Got both sides hemmed up. Now I'm going to work on the top and the bottom. I got to make a pocket that the wire will slide through. And I think I am going to pin this and then measure and just make sure that it's not too long or too short. I don't know if you necessarily have to hem the edge first before you fold it over and sew the pocket, but that's what I was planning on doing. So I just want to make sure I have the right measurements for all of that. Right here to about right there. Yeah, that should be good. Cool. Good job. Got it. The wire goes in there. Okay, I got one whole panel done. I think that's gonna work really well and it's gonna look really cute. So now I just have to finish the other three and then get them hung up. That was super easy. Really very easy. I'm just gonna keep working on the other three, and then if we work on the shelf more tonight, I will bring you back for that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be sitting here sewing away. So I will check in later. Well, we got the second shelf hung up and it is way too high. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided I wanted to put it way up there, but after we got done putting it all up, I was like, oh, that looks really bad. And actually, I keep looking at it today, like, does it look really bad or does it look okay? This wall is so tall, so like taking up all that space is not a bad thing, but like that is so high up there. I don't know if it looks silly. I just think they're too far spread out. I think we'll just move this one. We'll move it down a little bit and it'll be better. But that's gonna have to wait for a little bit. That won't be done in this video, I don't think, but that's okay. I think it's good to put these types of things on the internet because otherwise you might just end up believing that everyone who does DIYs gets them right on the first try and never makes mistakes and like is really good at like time management and all that. And that's not necessarily realistic, is it? Not for me, anyway. So I'm gonna leave that as it is for now. But we can get one win in this video, I think. We can hang up the curtains. I'm excited to get them up, so let's work on that for a little bit. What? How does that work? Is that even gonna work? I don't like that. That's really hard to drive a nail into. So I don't think that's gonna work. What are we gonna do? Maybe if I had just shorter nails, I could just wrap wire around the nail. I've just put some little nails in as far as I can get them to go, and hopefully they hold well enough to wrap the wire around. I'm using this old toothbrush to pull the wire through because it's very jaggy and it keeps getting caught. It's not easy to put through this curtain, but that worked really well. You never know what you're going to use your old toothbrushes for. How's it look? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see. I did these too long. They're too long. They're too long. So they're too long. They're a little too long. Yeah, they're a little too long. I'm gonna hang up the other one just temporarily so you can see how it looks because they're so cute. It's gonna be really cute. I like it. I think it looks nice. I might not even have to shorten them. I kind of have it wrapped around the bottom wire a little bit to keep it taut. We'll see. I'm gonna live with it like this for a little bit, but I like it. I think it looks good, and it kind of covers up all the crap that's inside. I'll show you the inside too, just so you can see what I did in here. I probably will shorten them, just do it right. It'll look better if I do it the right way, so. Okay, well, one successful-ish project done this week. Good job, guys. I'm eventually gonna put some hardware on here. Did I get some? I got some samples. What did I do with those samples? Oh, let's see. Something like this. I think that would look really nice. Actually, yeah, now I really want to buy some hardware and slap it on here because I really like the way that just kind of finishes that all off. I do projects in small chunks. Sorry if that doesn't make a very satisfying video, but it is a realistic look at the process. With that, I think that I am going to sign off. Next week, I will wrap up the shelves and whatever else I said I was gonna do, put things back together, maybe work on some art for in here. Yeah, so we will keep going with this in the next video, but for now, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging in there with me while I struggled through all of this, and I will see you next time. Bye.